Hey guys, this is Sarah. Welcome to my Monday Missions number 8. I am filming this on my phone right now because I just filmed my May book haul and it's taking forever to process on my computer and I just kind of want to get stuff done, so I'm doing it on my phone. But now there's just like all this mobility. I can just go like this. I don't know why I did that, but you can see my room now, like all my stuffed animals, because I'm a 5-year-old apparently, and my wall, look at all my posters. Okay, this has nothing to do with Monday Missions. Monday Missions is a weekly vlog done by Daisy at the Thousand Lives of Daisy, and it's basically saying what you're going to read for the week. For me, I talk about what I was going to read last week, what I actually read this week, and then what I'm going to read this week. So last week I got 2 brand new books by some contemporary authors. Rules of Summer by Joanna Philbin and Nantucket Blues by Layla Howard. And then I also wanted to read Incarnate by Jodi Meadows because I've had that book for kind of a while and I really wanted to read it. It's funny because I knew a book was coming out that week and I didn't put out my Monday Missions, and it's the first book I ended up reading that week, but I was crazy, so there's that. But the book that I ended up reading, first off, was kind of hard to film on my phone, not gonna lie. City of Heavenly Fire, of course. I managed to actually pick it up on Monday because the Walmart by my house released it early, and I finished it that night about 1 o'clock in the morning. And I have a spoiler-filled vlog on here on YouTube, and then I have a spoiler-free review up on the blog, which you can click on my link to my blog to find it. So there's that. That is the first book that I read. Right, so the second book that I read this past week was, I'm going to do it upside down, Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. The third book, Ruin and Rising, is coming out in, I think, about 2 to 3 weeks, and so I wanted to reread the books, and so I started with Shadow and Bone, and I remembered how absolutely fantastically amazing it is. I also realized that I never wrote a review for it when I read it last year, so that is coming soon, even though it's like a re-review, because I've already read it, but that is coming soon. So that is another book that I read this week. I did what I said I was going to do, and I read Rules of Summer by Joanna Philbin, which was really fun and summery and summer romance and beaches, and it was actually really awesome. And apparently it has a sequel which comes out, I think, tomorrow, but I can't afford it. But that's okay. I will buy it soon. But I really like this book, so there was that. Then I bought Just One Night, which was the novella sequel to Gail Forman's Just One Day and Just One Year. If you've read Just One Year, I won't say much because, spoilers. But basically it ends in a way that you want it to end, but in a way where you're like, Gail, come on. I want to know what happens next. How do you do that to me? That's so me. So Just One Night is basically a 30-page, this is what happens after you close the book of Just One Year. And so that was really awesome. So I read that, and it was only an e-book, so obviously I can't show it on the camera. So there's that. Then I read, like I said I was going to, Nantucket Blue. And this one was, again, summer, beaches, romance, all that stuff. I didn't like it quite as much as I liked Rules of Summer, but I did like it. And again, a review for that is coming. I'm seeing both Layla and Joanna with Morgan Matson tomorrow, so that'll be really fun, and hopefully a vlog recap will come from that very soon. So there's that. And the last thing I read this week was also an ebook novella that I can't show because it's on my Nook, was Poison Dance by Livia Blackburn, which is kind of like a prequel novella companion thing to her debut novel Midnight Thief, which comes out next month. And it was awesome, and it had assassins and people dying and blood and fantasy, and it was beautiful, and I can't wait for Midnight Thief. So there's that. Now for what I want to read this week, I have a couple things that I want to read. I started the book that I said I was going to read last week, Incarnate. I'm about, 100, 120 pages in. Let's find out. 120 exactly. And it's not that it's a bad book, it's actually really well written, but nothing's really happened so far, so I'm kind of struggling with it because I'm like, please something happen already, because I just don't care right now. So I'm determined to finish that. It's a signed copy, and it's signed to me, and I want to enjoy it. So I'm hopefully going to be finishing that this week. And then obviously I just reread Shadow and Bone, so I'm hoping to read Siege and Storm. Shadow and Bone, once I read it, I was like, oh, okay, I remember a lot of this. And then I'm like, I don't remember at all what happens in Siege and Storm, so I can't get Runa Rising and then be like completely clueless. So, Siege and Storm, that is on the list. Then I also want to read one of my newest purchases, which if you watch my May book haul, you will have seen that I bought in May and now I need to read, is House of Secrets. It's middle grade. It's by Chris Columbus, who is the director of several movies, but probably most notably to like us, the two first Harry Potter movies. And Ned Vicini, who was a fantastic YA writer who unfortunately committed suicide this past year, which is very sad. But when I interviewed him, he was very excited about the series, very excited about the sequel that came out this year. And so I was like, I need to get on this. I need to read this. I really, really want to. And J.K. Rowling recommends it. Look at that. Yes. So that's what I'm reading. I'm also hoping to read, I can't show it because it's on my Nook, but it is The Fires of Calderon, which is by Lindsay Cummings, and it is a e-arc. It's her middle grade book, which comes out in September. Her debut novel actually comes out, I think, next Tuesday, The Murder Complex, which I have already read and is fantastic. But I really want to read her middle grade, so I'm in a really weird middle grade mood. So hopefully I will read those 4 books, and I'm actually on top of things with my book challenge. I've been behind all year. I've been in a massive slump, but now I think I'm like either on track or 1 book ahead. So I'm really excited. So those are the books that I'm hoping to read this week. Don't forget to share what books you want to read, what books you have read this past week, and I will see you next week for the Monday missions. Thanks for watching, guys.